ओम सहनावतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यङ्करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहैः। ओम शांति शांति शांति। ओम नमो ब्रह्मादिभ्यो ब्रह्म विद्या योग विद्या संप्रदाय कर्तृभ्यो वंश ऋषिभ्यो महद्भ्यो नमो गुरुभ्यः। ओम यैरिमे गुरुवे पूर्वं वद वाक्य प्रमाणतः व्याख्याताः सर्व वेदान्ताः योगाः तान् नित्यं प्रणतोऽस्म्यहं शङ्करं शङ्कराचार्यं केशवं बादरायणं सूत्रभाष्य कृतौ वन्दे भगवन्तौ पुनः पुनः परब्रह्मणे श्रुतिमात्रे समस्त ब्रह्म विद्या योग विद्याचार्येभ्यो ऋषिभ्यो मुनिभ्यो गुरुभ्यो देवताभ्यो अस्मद्गुरुभ्यो नमः। तेषां सर्वेषां कृपया योग वेदांत दर्शन साधनेन परमात्मानुभूति कैवल्य मोक्ष प्राप्त्यर्थं सनातन धर्मस्य विश्वव्याप्ति विश्व आध्यात्मिक प्रगति शांति एकता कल्याणार्थं ये ये अस्मिन् धर्म संस्थापने कंकणबद्धाः तेषां विजयः ये अस्य धर्म सनातन धर्मस्य शत्रवः तेषां समूल निर्मूलनार्थं अनेक शास्त्र अध्ययन साधना प्रयत्न मध्ये श्री पतंजलि महर्षि प्रणीत योग दर्शन शास्त्रस्य व्यास भाष्य समेत अध्ययनं साधना प्रयत्नं कैवल्यार्थं वयं सर्वे करिष्यामहे। आदौ योग दर्शनाचार्याणां स्मरणं नमनं प्रार्थना। ओम हिरण्यगर्भाय नमः। ओम हिरण्यगर्भाय नमः। ओम हिरण्यगर्भाय नमः। ओम कपिलमहर्षये नमः। ओम कपिलमहर्षये नमः। ओम कपिलमहर्षये नमः। ओम पतंजलि महर्षये नमः। ओम पतंजलि महर्षये नमः। पतंजलि महर्षये नमः। ओम श्री व्यास महर्षये ओम श्री नमः। ओम श्री व्यास महर्षये नमः। ओम श्री व्यास महर्षये नमः। ओम श्री गुरुभ्यो नमः। ओम श्री गुरुभ्यो नमः। ओम श्री गुरुभ्यो नमः। अथ श्री पतंजलि महर्षि प्रणीत योग दर्शन शास्त्रम तृतीय पादम विभूति पादम सूत्राणि। देशबन्धः चित्तस्य धारणा तत्र प्रत्ययेकतानतः ध्यानं तदेवार्थमात्र निर्भासं स्वरूपशून्यमिव समाधिः त्रयमेकत्र संयमः तज्जयात् प्रज्ञालोकः तस्य भूमिषु विनियोगः त्रयमन्तरङ्गं पूर्वेभ्यः तदपि बहिरङ्गं निर्मीजस्य उत्थाननिरोधसंस्कारयोः अभिभव प्रादुर्भावौ निरोधक्षणचित्तान्वयः निरोधपरिणामः तस्य प्रशान्तवायिता संस्कारात् सर्वार्थता एकाग्रतयोः क्षयोदयौ चित्तस्य समाधिपरिणामः शान्तोदितौ तुल्यप्रत्ययौ चित्तस्य एकाग्रता परिणामः एतेन भूतेन्द्रियेषु धर्मलक्षणावस्था परिणामा व्याख्याताः शान्तोदिताव्यपदेशधर्मानुपाति धर्मे क्रमान्यत्वं परिणामान्यत्वे हेतुः। मित्रों फ्रेंड्स 14th सूत्र डन 13th के बाद 15th we were doing it, we have to do it today. Narayana, in the 14th sutra the dharmi dharma sambandha is explained. Okay, in that the two versions are, how do you see dharma dharmi ekata, then all parinamas are on dharmi. Dharma dharmi anekata or advaita are separate, then the dharmas happen to the parinamas happen to the dharma. One point. Second point is what? One dharmi has many dharmas. That way, all dharmis have all dharmas. Now, in one dharmi, all many dharmas are there. Why don't they express it one time? Because desha, kala, akara. What is the fourth thing told to us? Karanas. देशकाल आकार निमित्त असंबंधात. Deshakala Akara Nimitta. These are the four reasons because of which, even though every dharmi has all dharmas, all of them do not manifest at one time. That's how that question. Why all dharmas not expressing it one time in dharmi, that is answered. Now the next one is what? If you take dharma dharmi as abheda one, then in the dharmi only the parinamas are there. So, what is that reason because of which so many parinamas happen in the dharmi, seen in the dharmi? That is the 15th sutra, which we started yesterday discussing. The sutra went read like this: कि क्रम अन्यत्वं परिणाम अन्यत्वे हेतुः, क्रम अन्यत्वं परिणाम अन्यत्वे हेतुः, क्रम अन्यत्वं परिणाम अन्यत्वे हेतुः. So dharmi dharma parinamas are seen by us, so we are answering them, discussing them. When the dharma dharmi are taken separately, then dharmi only explained with the dharma parinama, dharma explained with the lakshana parinama, lakshana parinama is explained with the avastha parinama. That is what we have seen. Now, when we are seeing both of them as one, parinamas are taken on to be on the dharmi only. How that happens in the dharmi, the parinamas happen. देखो याद रखना, through the yoga, finally, mainly through Vedanta, we have to discover the dharmi is Parabrahma and he is aparinami. Okay, that is what is the purest of the Vedanta. Nothing beyond it. And all these Sankhya yogis, they don't reach up to it. थोड़ा आगे रुकते हैं, इसलिए उनको ये धर्म धर्म परिणामी धर्मी परिणाम becomes very important topic. For us also, at the sadhana kala, to save our chitta dantakarana from being impaired, to make it purer, for the sadhana, these are all required for us. वेदांत का लक्ष्य होता है, योग एंड सांख्य साधना होता है, तो उसको नकारना नहीं, उसका भी फायदा उठाना है, उसको करके इसलिए जानना जरूरी. दैट्स वी आर स्टडिंग. सो द टॉपिक इज परिणाम अन्यत्व. द परिणाम इन द धर्मी. अन्यथा, अन्यत्व means many dharmas, many parinamas are happening in the dharmi. Those parinamas only, in other words, called as dharmas, when they are talked separately. अब separate नहीं कर रहे बात धर्म और धर्मी का, इसलिए परिणाम धर्मी का ही हम बात करेंगे. So these parinamas of the dharmi are krama anyatvat. Kramanyatvam parinama anyatve hetuhu. So the krama anyatvam, there is always a sequence goes on happening. That is why that dharmi gets expressed in different parinamas. धर्मी है, वो बदल रहा है, एक क्रम है, उस क्रम के अनुसार वो बदलता हुआ नजर आता है. सो क्रम अन्यत्व, देयर इज नॉट हैफhazard थिंग, देयर इज ए प्रॉपर सिस्टमैटिक सीक्वेंस. परिणाम उसी के कारण धर्म में बदलाव आता है. दिस इज इन एवरीवेयर, यू नो. इज नॉट दैट फर्स्ट फ्रूट कम्स, देन द फ्लावर कम्स, देन द बड कम्स. ऐसा नहीं होता है ना. पहले बड ही आएगा, फिर उसके बाद ही फ्लावर, फिर उसमें से ही फल, अगर फल वाला पेड़ है तो. एवरीवेयर द क्रम इज फॉलोड. थिंक अबाउट इट. Mm. In Gita, this is called as Abhikramanasha. Abhikramanasha means Krama ka nash. So Kramanyatvam, yeah, same word. What is the Abhikramanasha means? Like in farming, there is a sequence na farming में first plowing the land, then weeding out it, then only sowing the seed or putting the plants, then covered, then water, then the manure, then pesticide. This is sequence. ऐसा नहीं होता ना कि पहले बीज डाल दिया, देन उसका जब खेत को जोतना शुरू कर दी, then they removed the weeds. Along with the weed, all half of the बीज also has gone away. कोई मूर्ख ही होता है जो ऐसा करता है, isn't it? And no मूर्ख is there as right the farmer in our anywhere in the world. He may be uneducated otherwise, but then he knows the क्रम there. घर में भी खाना बनाने वाले क्रम, देयर इज ए क्रम फॉलोड. अब कोई दर्जी है टेलर, अगर वो बना रहा है कोई शर्ट पैंट, देयर इज ए क्रम. कोई somebody is waving a sweater मानो, there is a krama to be followed. And in any of the production units, millions of them are there no in the world. क्योंकि millions of consumer goods and other things are getting produced. Don't we see krama in them? You know how the when the medicine is how the medicine is made. मैं तो नहीं देखा, कोई पता नहीं. But this is a krama. What are the basic salts they are brought, the other things they are mixed up, then slowly they are bottled, then they are capped, then they are sealed, they are labeled, they are priced, then packed, they are dispatched. Oh, there are a sequence. हर जगह सीक्वेंस होता है. And sequence के कारण है सृष्टि है. Like yesterday we discussed with you, wherever there is krama, there alone there is kala. Wherever there is kala, there only karya karana sambandha. Wherever karya karana sambandha, there alone is सृष्टि. नहीं तो सृष्टि ही नहीं होगा. And the सृष्टि also in its totality, सृष्टि स्थिति लय. So to all the 12 months or the 6 seasons or 2 hemispheres, they are all krama rupena. So to all planetary motions, all of them is happening krama only. In our body also, every of the parts sequentially they work. When we eat the food, the krama starts, secretion of the digestive liquids, fluids, enzymes, all of that. Then digestion, then circulation, then the unwanted things thrown out of sharira. ये सब क्रम से होता है. अंडरस्टूड. द क्रम की महात्म्य आपको समझ में आया ना. अब देखो क्रम अन्यत्वम, there is a sequential happening because of that only in the dharmi one after the other parinama happen. Parinama anyatve hetu. Now let us discuss. Ekasya dharminah eka eva parinama iti prasakte. So ekasya dharminah eka eva parinama. If somebody says one dharmi has only one parinama, it is actually basically we don't agree, because we are seeing in dharmis lot of parinamas are there. Parinamas are two types, especially of the dharmi, the chitta. One is the vrutyatmaka, one second is vastvatmaka. That will come towards the end of this. But basically, there is not necessary one dharmi has one dharma or one parinama. नहीं होता वो. एकस्य धर्मिणा एक एव परिणाम इति प्रसक्ते. If somebody is unnecessarily attached to this thought, it is not correct. Then what? Krama anyatvam. There is a sequence in the dharmi. Because of the sequence of happenings, the dharmi is getting into parinata, parinita or parinamita into different forms. Tadyatha. Example is given. You will understand it. What is the example? Churna mrutu, pinda mrutu, ghata mrutu, kana mrut iti cha kramaha. There is a krama. What are the four things said here? Churna mrutu, pinda mrutu, ghata mrutu, kana mrutu iti cha kramaha. Okay. Churna mrutu means what? The dry mud in its first stage. चूर्ण है, पाउडर है, मृद है. It is the dharmi. The mud's first state of being is the churna rupa, a dry mud. Clay. Then what is its first, next krama mein parinati? Pindamrut. Some water is added to it, then you make it a lump, which was like a mud or powder. Churna tha, usko lump banaya. Same you can talk about the atta, churna atta. Then you add water, tel, namak, then gund diya, then now it is different parinama. It is not in the same. द्रव्य वही है, बट क्रम अन्यत्व में परिणाम हुआ अभी. Here it is called as पिंड मृत. मृत की बात हो रही है इसलिए पिंड. तो यहाँ आप आटे की बात कह रहे हो तो दी गूंदा हुआ आटा, पिंड. Now what is the next stage of parinama of that mrudu there? That ghata mrudu. That pot maker moved that wheel with the danda, put this pinda on that and use this skill and intelligence. Dekhte dekhte the ghada is made. In between so many are there, but we are minimizing it to 4 parinamas. And the discussion is what? About krama. Pindamrut, Purnamut, Pindamrut, third one ho gaya, the Ghatamrut. So here also, the Ghatamrut is the गूंदा हुआ चपाती को टुकड़े टुकड़े करके बेलना. टुकड़ा भी एक यहाँ और एक परिणाम है, छोटे में बनना. Then when you below it, रूप का परिणाम हुआ. When you put it on tawa, whatever, tandoor tawa जो भी कहते हैं. See that parinati happening now. So the krama anyatva के कारण परिणाम अन्यत्व है. And what is the final? Once the pot is made, you use it. After some time, it will get broken. Then that is called kapala. Sanskrit में kapala means घड़ा टूटा हुआ घड़े का टुकड़ा. Like the head भी जब जल जाता है एक टुकड़ा उसको लेकर कपाल कहते हैं. That shape is called kapala. That shape can be for the head skull, it can be for the घड़ा, it can be any plastic. जो भी है वो टूट कर उस शेप में होता है तो उसको कपाल कहते हैं. Not necessarily only head का कपाल है. वैसे हेड में मड में क्या फर्क है ने? सेम है दोनों. हेड इज मड ओनली. जिंदा रहने के टाइम भी बाद में भी. So the fourth is Kapalamrut. The last one is what? Again, it started with Churnana Kanamruditi. That Kapala, कोई भी कुंदलेगा उसको कोई गाड़ी जाएगी, देखते देखते वो भी फिर से पाउडर हो जाएगा. See that sequence there. वो पक्का क्रम होता है उस सीक्वेंस में. पहले तो चूर्ण होगा, then you make it pinda, then you make it a ghata, then it becomes kapala, then only kana. Kana means small pieces. Iti chakramaha. So yaha yasya dharmasya samanantara dharmaha satasya kramaha. So each of the ones follow the other dharmas. So yo yasya dharmasya samanantara dharmaha satasya kramaha. So preceding and following, following and preceding. At that time, those are the dharmas, the expecting. Okay. Example, I mean explanation. Pindaha pratyavate, ghata upajayate. Now the 3 parinamas are discussed. Dharma parinama, lakshana parinama, avastha parinama. First, pindaha pratyavate. That pindatva, the lumpness goes away. Going away in creating what? Ghata upajayate. Gata is born. Pinda nature or shape is gone, lump level, lump shape, and pot is created. Gata upajayate iti dharma parinama krama. This is how the dharma parinama krama. Dharma parinama krama. Now comes लक्षण परिणाम क्रम घटस्य अनागत भावात् वर्तमान भाव क्रम. So what is the lakshana parinama? As we have already seen, anagata, atita, vartamana. So anagata, vartamana, atita. So the dharma parinama is the pinda becoming in the mud. What is lakshana parinama is? Again same thing. The pot was there in the mud in the future tense, anagata. Now, according to the Lakshana Parinama, in the present now, of course, some pot maker made, no doubt about it. Now, in the present, it has got Parinita into the Gada. Where was the Gada earlier? It was in the Anagata Sthiti. Now, where has it come to? The Vartamana Sthiti. टूट गया तो वो फिर अतीत में जाएगा. It is called as Dharma Parinama ka Lakshana Parinama. What is Dharma Parinama? It was like the clay or lump. Now it has become the pot. This is called dharma parinama. On that dharma, what is lakshana? That pot was there in the future, now came into the present. There is lakshana parinama. Otherwise, from that lump of clay, one can make the gamla also, one can make the lamp also, one can make so many other utensils also with that particular lump. All those are there in the anagata. From the anagata, out of so many, one was even the partness that is brought into the vartamana. And when it goes to atita, pot only gets broken and goes, not the gamla. Because gamla to tha hi nahi wahan. Agar gamla banaya hota, so then we say the parinama is from the mud to the gamla. Then the Lakshana Parinama is the Gamla was there, Anagata in the mud. Now in the Vartamana, it is made and seen. Then Kalko Gamla to Tega, so it will go to again the past or the Atita. So Anagata, Atita, Vartamana. In this context, we talked it as the Shanta, Udita, then Avyapadeshya. पिछले सूत्र का थोड़ा हेल्प लेने से. In this sutra, Shanta Udita Vyabhadeshya, earlier sutra, Anagata Vartamana Atita, or Bhuta Bhavishyat Vartamana, they are all same. Nothing to think about. Now, Lakshana Parinama Krama, Gatasya Anagata Bhavat Vartamana Bhava Krama. Okay. Tatha Pindasya Vartamana Bhavat Atita Bhava Krama. So, Pindasya Vartamana Bhavat Atita Bhava Krama. Then, naturally, from the Pinda, when the Ghata came, in the Pinda, the Ghata was in the Anagata Sthiti. Now it has come into Vartamana when you made that Pinda into the pot, where the Pindaness gone? That Pindaness, lumpness, it has gone to the Atita. So Pindasya Vartamana Bhavat Atita Bhava Krama. Okay. Now, and again from the Atita, it won't come to Vartamana or Bhavishyat. ये हमेशा याद रखना. Only two यहाँ बताते हैं. वर्तमान भविष्यत से वर्तमान में आना, वर्तमान से अतीत में. अतीत से वर्तमान या अतीत से भविष्य में नहीं होता. वो मन में रख लेना. कोई क्वेश्चन बाद में है तो सॉर्ट आउट हो जाएंगे वो. ओके. पूर्व पूर्वतरायाम सत्याम समनंतरत्वम साधु नास्ति अतीतस्य तस्मात् द्वयोरेव लक्षणयोः क्रमः तथा अवस्था परिणाम क्रमोऽपि. Now dharma parinama is told that the pinda became the ghata. Lakshana parinama is told that ghata was in the pinda in the future tense. Now it came into present. It will go into the past when it gets broken. Now, what is the avastha parinama? It is ghatasya abhinavasya prante puranata drishyate. सा च क्षण परंपरानुपातिना क्रमेण अभिव्यज्यमाना पराम व्यक्तिम आपद्यते इति. सो द थर्ड अवस्था परिणाम क्या है? नाउ द घड़ा है सामने, अभी टूटा है नहीं है, अतीत में नहीं गया, इट इज इन द वर्तमान, but then that vartaman mein that ghada is kept in a particular place. Okay, the two options let us use. One option is what? Totally it is put in the sunlight. Okay, other option is what? Put it in a place where a portion of that sunlight, a part only, is exposed to sunlight. तो कमरे में ऐसे लगाया तो वहाँ डेली उस जगह पे बिजली, क्या कहते हैं ना, सूरज का रोशनी लगती रहती है. So then if you see after 15 days or 1 month, the other side where sunlight has not fallen, it remains as it is. Very minimum change. But the where the sunlight was falling continuously, वो fade away हो जाता है. तो पहले जैसा था अब वैसा नहीं है, वर्तमान में ही है, not अनागत और अतीत, वर्तमान. But it was new, that was its avastha. Now it has become old, that is called the parinama in the avastha. So dharma parinama, lakshana parinama, avastha parinama. Clear? Avastha badal gaya abhi. In time, it is not the same pot. So do we remake the house naya naya? But after 6 months, you can see. Example he gave. कि घटस्य अभिनवस्य प्रांते पुराणता दृश्यते. प्रांते means a part of it. पुराणता, oldness दृश्यते, seen. Some of the objects also which we use. Let us say kangi. Kangi, comb. Some combs big size, there are two types in that only. एक बड़े बड़े दांत छोटे. आप जो यूज करोगे ओल्ड होता है, दूसरा वैसा ही रहता है. इवन आवर क्लोथ्स, धो के उसको धूप में डाला तो आउटर रंग फेड होता है. यू कैन सी राइट नाउ योर क्लॉथ, आउटर फेड होता है और इनर लुक्स टू बी न्यू लाइक द अर्लियर. दैट्स व्हाई द कॉमन सेंस वाले उल्टा करके डालते हैं वो कपड़े को, ताकि बाहर का फेड ना हो. दैट्स कॉल्ड अवस्था परिणाम. Okay, so in this way, सा च लक्षण परंपरानुपातिना क्रमेण अभिव्यज्यमाना परा व्यक्ति वापद्यते इति धर्म लक्षणाभ्याञ्च विशिष्टः अयं तृतीय परिणाम इति. So this is तृतीय परिणाम, the अवस्था परिणाम, other than dharma and lakshana parinama. So dharma parinama is from the lump to the pot. Lakshana is the explanation of dharma parinama, that this part was anagata, now it is vartamana. And at the Vartamana time, on the Lakshana Parinama, there is Avastha Parinama in which it is exposed to sunlight, it has become old, one portion of it, like that. Iti Dharma Lakshana Abhyam. Te kramaha dharma dharmi vede sati pratilabdha swarupaha. Okay. These are all. Te kramaha dharma dharmi vede sati pratilabdha swarupaha. So these kramas are valid when dharma dharmi bheda is taken. Dharma dharmi, sorry. Vede sati pratilabdha swarupaha. Dharmopi dharmi bhavati अन्य धर्म स्वरूपापेक्षया इति. यदा तु परमार्थतः धर्मिणि अभेद उपचारः तद्वारेण स एव अभिधीयते धर्मः तदा अयम् एकत्वेन एव क्रमः प्रत्यवभासते. That we have already discussed. धर्म धर्मी एक है, सो द भेद सिर्फ धर्मी में दिखता है. धर्म धर्मी को अलग देखा आपने, सो द भेद धर्म में होता है, धर्मी साक्षी के रूप में रहता है. सो नाउ फाइनली कमिंग टू द चित्त. चित्तस्य द्वये धर्माः. द चित्त इज द धर्मी. इट हैज गॉट टू धर्मास. व्हाट आर दे? धर्माः परिदृष्टाः. सी, परिदृष्टाः च अपरिदृष्टाः च. Chitta has got two dharmas. Paridrushta and aparidrushta. Clearly seen or not clearly seen. So tatra pratyatmakaha paridrushtaha. So in the chitta, those which express as the vrittis or they express as the jnanam, they are called as a paridrushta dharma of the chitta. है ना, जो ज्ञान होता है, वृत्तियां होते हैं चित्त में, दिस इज वन धर्म ऑफ द चित्ता व्हिच इज परिदृष्ट सीन. But there is some aparidrushta dharma also of the chitta, which are not conspicuous. When they are expressed, then only we know. What are they? Vastu matratmaka aparidrushtaha. So inherently they are there in an unmanifested form. In the vastu, they are called as aparidrushtaha, unseen. Techa sapta eva bhavanti. They are called seven, the aparidrushta dharmas of the chitta. Anumanina prapita vastu matra sadbhavaha. So through the anumana or inference only, the presence of those seven anupa drashta parinamas are there in the, dharmas are in the dharmi aparidrushta. कौन है वो? निरोध, धर्म, संस्काराः, परिणामः, जीवनम, चेष्टा, शक्तिः च. चित्तस्य धर्माः दर्शनवर्जिताः इति. You can't see them, but they are inherent. 1 या 2 मिनट उसका कल देखेंगे. These are the seven. The aparidrushta parinama and drushta parinama are in the form of the thoughts or knowledges. चित्त है भाई, उसमें थॉट्स आते रहते हैं और नॉलेज भी होता है. That is all paridrushta dharma of the chitta. Apart from that, aparidrushta seven dharmas are there inside chitta. बता रहे हैं और कहीं डिस्कस होगा या नहीं. But after this or with this, we can conclude the 15th sutra only to start in the 16th one onwards. 16 से लेकर using our samyama chitta to do the samyama on the dharma and dharmis, resulting in so many of the siddhis, which are called here as the vibhutis. So tomorrow straight away we take up these 16 सूत्र से लेकर के ये सारे सिद्धियां जो होते हैं. So the idea what we can learn from it, what by doing the bahiranga sadhana of pancha yoga limbs, by doing the antaranga 3 yoga limbs, thus by fulfilling ourselves with the ashtanga yoga and gaining the mastery over chitta through sayama, utilizing it when we are when we have so many vibhutis and siddhis to be found and made the life beautiful. Instead of doing that, what nonsense we do in our life of, है ना, कबाड़ा कचरा बना के रखते हैं, in attachment with the people, in hatred to them, in fighting with them, in quarreling, in getting destroying them, getting destroyed by them. ये बेकार वाला हम कर रहे हैं. Instead of that, योग करो. That is the main idea. मॉर्निंग उपनिषद का वही है ना. Only through Atma Prapti get moksha. So do that now. Why are you caught up here? See, today, every day morning class, Vedanta and yoga. और शाम को भक्ति. Throughout the day you are doing कर्म yoga. शिव जी के चरण में हो ना, सब आ जाएगा. When these higher things are there as purushartha for us to do, karma yoga, bhakti yoga, jnana yoga, ashtanga yoga, kahan fas rahe baba? Not doing this is called delusion maya, and we are lost in it. Now through this, we are getting, like when you listen to Vedanta, you get the idea of the truth beyond Panchakosha and Trideha. We want to pursue it. Through the yoga also we get this inspiration. That let us do. But the end of this sarga, that Padam, it will be told, these vibhutis are only to say that we have mastered the chitta, but they are not lakshya. They also have to be given up. Our lakshya only, Swarupa Pratishta Kaivalya Prapti. That is why the fourth pada is called Kaivalya Pada. Samadhi Pada, Vibhuti Pada, Sadhana Pada, Samadhi Pada, Sadhana Pada, Vibhuti Pada, and Kaivalya. Badhiya hai ki nahi sequence. Like in Yoga Vashtha also, 6 of them sequence. Vairagya Prakaranam, Moksha Vihara Prakaranam, Utpatti Prakaranam, Siddhi Prakaranam, Vishwa Prakaranam, then comes Nirvana. चलो बाबा इतना काफी आज. कल से आप तैयार हो जाइए. सारे विभूतियां सिद्धियां सुनने जानने को हो सके तो कर भी सकते हैं. एंड यू कैन एंजॉय देम। वंडरफुल। उसका थोड़ा फल मुझे भी दे सकते आप क्योंकि मैं तो नहीं करने वाला। टू डू दिस आई मीन डायरेक्टली आई विल डू ओनली फॉर परमात्मा। थैंक यू। ओम शांति शांति शांति। श्री गुरुभ्यो नमः।